Welcome back to Car Future Wheels, the home for deep dives into the most exciting machines shaping the roads ahead. Today, we're getting behind the wheel of the 2025 Porsche 718 Boxster, and a car that continues to evolve Porsche's definition of open-top driving pleasure, with a blend of mid-engine precision, athletic design, and German-engineered soul. Now, let's take a moment and appreciate what we're looking at here. Right from the front, the 2025 718 Boxster keeps that signature Porsche stance, wide, low, and unmistakably confident. The hood slopes downward with surgical precision, channeling air to the sculpted intakes while sitting between two redesigned LED matrix headlights. The lights are sleeker than ever, with a refined housing and a futuristic signature that maintains heritage while embracing modernity. The LED daytime running lights, delicately traced along the edges, give the car a determined stare even when it's standing still. Beneath the headlights, the front fascia has been revised slightly for 2025. Porsche has smoothed out the edges while giving it a more angular presence in the lower grille sections. Air intakes are optimized not just for aesthetics but for real function, cooling the powerful mid-mounted engine and improving aerodynamics without bloating the visual footprint. The front spoiler lip, now with an optional carbon fiber finish, adds just the right amount of aggression, hinting that this car means business on any twisty backroad. Moving to the side profile, it's classic Boxster but with a refined sharpness. The proportions are textbook perfect. A mid-engine layout means short overhangs and an ideal wheelbase for balance. The new 20-inch lightweight alloy wheels, with optional center-locking hubs, fill out the arches with confidence. Porsche has introduced two new finishes for 2025: ice titanium and satin copper that look especially striking in motion or under showroom lights. The side air intakes have been subtly reshaped to improve airflow, but more importantly, they've become a defining aesthetic line, breaking up the visual weight of the bodywork with purpose. And then there's the roof fabric convertible top, still deployable in under 10 seconds at speeds up to 31 miles per hour. Now uses a triple-layer insulation system that's lighter and quieter than the outgoing model. With the top down, the Boxster transforms. It's not just a car, it's an experience waiting to unfold under an open sky. As we swing around to the back, the changes might seem subtle to the casual observer, but for enthusiasts, they matter. The full-width light strip now runs uninterrupted across the rear, elegantly connecting the redesigned taillights, which feature a more intricate 3D graphic within. The Porsche script, illuminated when unlocked or at night, adds a premium touch that borders on art. Lower down, the twin exhaust pipes have moved slightly outward, integrated into a new rear diffuser that enhances downforce while keeping the design clean and functional. You can spec them in polished chrome, matte black, or even titanium blue if you go for the GTS trim or the Sport Design package. Either way, they sound as good as they look, but more on that in a moment. Opening the door and stepping inside the cabin, the 2025 718 Boxster welcomes you into a space that is both driver-focused and newly refined. Porsche has updated the interior materials across the board, with standard Alcantara inserts, optional extended leather packages, and a new brushed aluminum trim finish. The steering wheel, borrowed from the 911, feels perfect in hand with knurled metal dials for drive mode selection and an improved paddle shifter response for the PDK-equipped versions. The center console has been reworked slightly as the physical buttons are now touch capacitive but retain that Porsche haptic feedback. The gear selector remains a stubby switch on PDK models, making room for extra storage and cup holders that are finally usable without gymnastics. Front and center is the new 10.9-inch curved touchscreen with the latest Porsche communication management system. It's faster, more intuitive, and supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto out of the box. You also get native Spotify, improved voice commands, and over-the-air updates. Behind the wheel, the driver gets a hybrid analog-digital cluster, with a central tachometer and two configurable displays that show everything from G-forces to lap timers and navigation. Seats are snug and supportive, with multiple options from the standard sports seats plus to the optional adaptive sports seats with 18-way adjustments and memory functions. Heated and ventilated options come bundled with climate packages, and for those who want to go full luxury in their Roadster, Porsche even offers a Burmester surround sound system that's been tuned specifically for top-down acoustics. It's genuinely one of the best open-top audio experiences out there. Under the hood, let's talk about the heart of this machine, The 2025 Boxster is still powered by a 2.0-liter and 2.5-liter turbocharged flat 4, depending on trim. The base Boxster delivers 300 horsepower and 280 pound-feet of torque, launching you from 0 to 60 in just 4.9 seconds with the PDK dual-clutch transmission. Move up to the Boxster S, and you're looking at 350 horsepower and 0 to 60 time of 4.2 seconds. But then there's the 718 Boxster GTS 4.0, the enthusiast's favorite. That glorious naturally aspirated 4.0-liter flat 6 remains untouched for 2025, and thank the car gods for that. It pumps out 394 horsepower and revs to 7,800 RPM with the kind of ferocity and soundtrack that no Turbo 4 can match. With a 0 to 60 time of 3.8 seconds when equipped with the PDK, it's blisteringly quick, yet still composed thanks to Porsche active suspension management and optional torque vectoring. Steering feel remains hydraulic, offering that rare analog connection that most modern sports cars have traded for numb efficiency. The 2025 model refines this feel further with revised damper tuning and stiffer rear subframe bushings. It's subtle, but it translates to sharper response and even more predictable balance through corners. Whether you're carving canyon roads or navigating city streets, the Boxster feels alive, agile, and joyful. It doesn't just move, it dances. Fuel economy remains respectable, around 22 miles per gallon city and 28 highway for the base model, slightly less for the GTS, especially if you're ringing out that 6-cylinder. But let's face it, if you're buying this car, it's not for its efficiency. It's for the smile it puts on your face every time you turn the key, or in this case, twist the ignition dial. Now, pricing. The 2025 Porsche 718 Boxster starts at around $71,000 for the base model, before options. The Boxster S moves up to about $82,000, and the GTS 4.0 kicks off at roughly $96,000. Fully spec'd with carbon ceramic brakes, adaptive dampers, leather everything, and some Porsche exclusive manufacturer touches, you can nudge past the $115,000 mark easily. But here's the kicker. Unlike many competitors, the Boxster still feels worth every dollar when you're behind the wheel. Porsche hasn't reinvented the Boxster A, and it didn't need to. What they've done is refine it in the right places, preserve the purity of the driving experience, and modernize just enough to keep up with the digital era without diluting the essence of what makes the Boxster special. It's compact, responsive, and open to the world in more ways than one. Whether you're chasing the horizon on a coastal road or simply dropping the top for a coffee run, the 718 Boxster remains one of the few cars that turns every drive into an event. And that's all for today's deep dive. If you enjoyed the review, drop a like, subscribe to Car Future Wheelz for more honest reviews and future-forward analysis of the world's most exciting cars. Let us know in the comments, would you go for the base Turbo 4, or is it the 4.0 GTS or nothing? We love hearing your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep your wheels turning and your future fast.